Alright. Came to the dealership to get the key made for the Toyota pickup, that burgundy one. And this is how much it was. It was $11. But there was a big hookup, or a big, I don't know how you call it, break that we got. So it turns out Darren, the dude that sold me the truck, he had a nephew that worked here at the Toyota, and he got promoted to the dealership right next to us, which is a Mercedes dealership. But anyways, they keep record of everything, like who used to work there and whatnot. So he called his nephew, and his nephew said, "Uncle, I can get you the key. I used to work there. Everybody knows me there." And he said, "Just give me a bit." And sure enough, then Darren calls me back. He says, "Hey man, everything's ready to go. You just gotta pay for it and go pick up the key. Ask for this dude named, I don't want to say his name, but ask for him, and they got you all set up. Otherwise," I say a big hookup because otherwise I was gonna have to put the truck under my name and come with the title and my ID, or they wanted notarized bill of sale from Darren to me so they can give me the key. But the notarized letter was like, $40 to $50, and then I had to make time to go with Darren and blah blah blah. So we managed to work it out, or he did. Good thing I called him and I told him, I explained everything, and for some reason he had forgotten. And then when I told him if he could call to the dealership and ask if I can just show up with the title and his driver license, and well, he remembered his nephew worked here, and we finally were able to get the key. We're not out of the woods yet. We still got to go and see if the truck had never had the ignition switch replaced, which he said he's had that truck for the longest time. And then if not, at least the door key if the ignition has been replaced, but we'll see. So it's still a 50-50 chance. All right, we are gonna see the moment of the truth. Hopefully this key will work. Nice. It works on the door. Now if it works on the ignition switch, then we can go ahead and work on it. And it worked, so heck yeah. It's just the steering wheel was locked. I needed both hands, but nice. This is gonna be what we're gonna be working on. Man, it got dark fast. It's barely like 4 something. So anyways, this was a donor truck. It still has a lot of good parts in it. We pulled the engine for that burgundy one. That's the damage. I bought this truck for like $700. You won't catch it, but it reads 161,000 miles. That's how many miles this truck has. Pulled everything out. As of right now, nothing is for sale. I'm not gonna sell anything off of it. I still have the hood inside. But yeah, that's the donor for that burgundy truck. 161,000 miles, 22 RE, going into that burgundy one. So all right, so we finally got this in here, and I know some people like to keep it all original, but in this case, I'm gonna rip all this out. The only reason I'm gonna rip all this out is because I've had issues before where it catches on fire. I'm not gonna take a gamble with it, so I'm gonna go ahead and rip all that out and just call it a day. Throw it in the trash. And then we forgot to pressure wash it, so we're gonna lower it right now, and we're gonna pressure wash it, and then we're gonna air it off. And we are gonna attempt to start it the way it is. Murder. We're gonna attempt to start it the way it is. So yeah, we'll see how it is. He said it's been parked for a long time. It still has oil, and the issue was that it had a blown head gasket. So let's see what it does. We're gonna try to crank it and see what it does. The only reason we didn't attempt it before is because we didn't have the key, but now you guys know we have the key, so let's try it. That pigtail and splicing the wires, they could get away with it, but the attempt was there, but they didn't succeeded. So now we gotta go find that pigtail at the wrecking yard from another Toyota. I tried starting it for a lot of times, and I think that's probably why this thing couldn't breathe. There was spark and fuel, and it sounded like the engine was okay, compression was good, but it's probably because there's not air. That thing is just clogged. The filter's even worse. So, but we decided to just call it a day, pull the engine out, and we're gonna put the good engine in. That's the good engine that was on that running truck. This one, we don't know what's wrong with it. It spins fine, everything's good, but we're still just gonna throw that one on, and then we're gonna start from fresh. At least we know it's good. Oh, another thing we found out is that the engine harnesses are different. I spaced out. The yellow truck was or base, whatever, it was 89. It's an 89, and this one's a 94. So the engine harness is different. I think 92 and up, they're different. And yeah, we have to use that harness. This harness, we have to use it over there, because this harness is different than this one. You guys can see they are very different. This is a lot bigger, and these ones are a lot smaller. These are OBD ones, those are OBD 0. So all right, so we got the engine in. It was a crank, no start. Couldn't hear the fuel pump, so I bypassed the fuel pump relay. Nothing. So we went ahead and we removed the tank, and we're gonna go ahead and see how bad this is. I got all the bolts off, and yeah, that explains why. That is pretty bad. So we're gonna have to put a fuel pump, and I'm probably gonna clean this hanger as much as I can, get it all pressure washed, and yeah. So this one is, the fuel pump is bad for sure. He said he didn't have any fuel in it, but I think we went ahead and we poured some, but it's just bad. We're gonna go ahead and replace all that, and I think the sending unit needs to be replaced as well, because it doesn't, we put some fuel in it, like say 6 gallons, and it still didn't read anything. Yeah, that's why. This thing is just seized. So I don't know. Those are expensive stuff if you buy them through the auto parts. That fuel looks just exactly like a Honda would. I mean, even the plug, it's identical. Yeah. Yep. I don't know how, but I have to clean that tank too. That's a lot more work than I wanted to. All right, so we finally got the truck started. It runs good. Drove it around here, the property, just back and forth. everything seems fine mechanical wise. No check engine light. Now the only thing I gotta do, I'm gonna remove the seat. I'm gonna take off this carpet and pressure wash it, get it all clean as much as I can, because this thing has a lot of mud. The dude, the previous owner, he was a rancher, so you guys can see how there's dirt everywhere. We're gonna go to the junkyard and see if we can find the little glass window on the back. Yeah, I have all the plastics on the back. They're all gonna get washed. The truck starts up and runs great, so that's a big plus. Well, we knew the engine was good because it came out from that running truck, but we had to change all the sensors and whatnot to it. So yeah, we're gonna remove those stickers. Right now we're worrying about the inside, and then we're gonna remove those stickers and worry about the outside. Get the wheels all detailed. But we found a bumper online or marketplace. We're gonna go pick it up right now. It's a nice chrome bumper. They wanted $125 for it. We're gonna do that. So yeah, hopefully everything goes. Oh my gosh, I just saw that. Gotta take all that off to replace that. Dang it. The other one has it, but it's more work that I wanted to do. All right, here is the finished pickup. You guys remember how I picked it up? I didn't really do much. The only thing that was necessary to it was the engine, as you guys know. I removed the stickers that it had there. We washed the whole undercarriage of it. We added this bumper because you guys remember the bumper that he had. I didn't fix this. I wanted to fix it, and I have a way to fix it, or I have the part to fix it. But the only reason I didn't fix it is because it's gonna take a lot of work. That's one. If I add Bondo, the new owner might, freak out if he taps it and hears a lot of Bondo. I just wanted to leave it there so that way whoever buys it knows what the damage was. It wasn't that bad. And then also, if I spend more time in it, I'm gonna ask more money for it. So I think I'm gonna try it like that. I have a subscriber that really wants it. He said he wanted to see a video and pictures of it. So this is the end result. No check engine light, no nothing. Everything runs good. The interior turned out great. We added the stereo. It's not a new one, but it's something. One of the parts I cannot find, it's the shifter or the little handle, I don't know what you call it, for the wipers. You can make them turn on with a screwdriver, but I don't want to mess with it. I've been trying to find one. I went to the local wrecking yard, but I couldn't find one. I went to another junkyard. There's no Toyotas, no 4Runners, no nothing. I tried to see if I can fit one from a Camry, but they didn't work out. They're different. They mount different. We fixed the rear back glass. I have that cardboard there because I added some glue and it's drying. That's why I haven't really washed it. But yeah, everything turned out good. It runs amazing. You can see the carpet turned out great too. We took out the carpet, we pressure washed it. Door panels are intact. The power steering winds. Power steering pump winds a little bit, but if I remove the you guys can see, no check engine light. We got good oil pressure, the fuel, everything's good on it. Heater works. This one doesn't have AC. So everything's ready to go. But if I remove that belt, it is hard to turn. So yeah, this is the end result. This is how it's gonna stay. I'm gonna hit up that subscriber. If for some reason he doesn't feel like buying it, I'm only gonna post it for 5,000 bucks. They sell for a lot more. They go for a lot more depending, I guess, the condition. This one's in okay condition. It's not mint, but it's not really poor. I've seen way worse ones. The frame, like I say, is just surface rust. Nothing. It's been not a lot of rust at all. I've seen way worse ones. There's no rust underneath the truck. Nothing. Original catalytic converter. 4x4 works fine. It does. I see it has I believe a 2-inch lift. You see the blocks there. But yeah, it is not rusty like I've seen other ones. It still has the original spare tire on it too. Yeah. Once it warms up, that whining goes away. So yeah. So yeah, if that subscriber doesn't hit me up, or he says he doesn't feel like paying that, I'm gonna post it up for $6,500 and see how much I can get out of it. I've seen him post for a lot more. It's a clean title, but we'll see. So that's the end result of that one.